Well, and I also think that veterinarians are notorious for making this career their life, right? Like if you ask me, tell me about yourself. The first thing you're going to say is, well, I'm a veterinarian. Blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe that's part of the problem, right? Like part of the reason I am where I am, and you've heard me say this is my spiel. It's how I get people to move to where I am, right? Like Clayton and I decided that we were going to choose our jobs based on financially, like, and the location. Like what can provide us the most happiness outside of work? Because I can control that.
Right.
And so, and Ross, he's talked about that too. He's like, I love my life. So like, balancing things at work is easier when things outside of work are good.
Right.
And so I think expecting this job to offer us fulfillment, at least to completely offer us fulfillment, the fulfillment that we need, that's like mistake number one that we're making.
Yeah.
So for me, like I derive happiness from having enough money to buy the fishing poles that I want and to like live at the beach and have a home that I'm proud of. And that's part of why I wasn't one of those people that did the Dave Ramsey method where we paid off our loans like boom, boom, pow. We lived under a bridge and ate tuna for like years. It's like, screw that. We're going to pay the minimum on these freaking loans that are never going to go away anyway. Yeah. And we're going to pour money into setting ourselves up to be happy. And I regret nothing. Within my first 3 years, we bought our house, which I'm very proud of. We bought a practice. We bought a boat. It's an old boat. Don't get excited, guys. I'm still a veterinarian. It's a very old boat.
You have to row it.
Yeah, it has tried to sink, but only once. And also get boat insurance because then they have to tow you for free.
Nice.
And we love a good tow ride. But I chose to put my money towards those things, and we're starting to put a ton of money into our retirement because I want to be happy. And this job, it's not my job's job to make me happy.
Right.
It's my life's job to make me happy. And that's where I'm focused. Yeah. And so I think that has helped me get through being a completely crazy person who is absolutely obsessed with her patients and like gnaws on them like a dog does a bone after. You've heard me talk about patients here.
Right.
I'm like on the other side of the country worrying about my little patient that has pancreatitis that I can't even do anything about. But I'm worried about him right now. And so I'm crazy. But I'm still finding happiness.
But I was going to ask, though, like, how do you derive... I mean, because you live in a city where you own a practice, right? Your friends either work for you or are, like, other veterinarians in the area. How do you create that separation between work, veterinarian Laura, and the one who likes to go,
I'm not sure that I truly create a separation because I run around with so many veterinarians. And we like talk about cases and stuff. Yeah. But one, we've added a dentist and a pharmacist to our friend group, and they hate hearing us ramble about vet meds. Right. So that's good. That's a good control factor for us. But I think the fact that we have this like camaraderie and we have a good time is we just schedule fun moments for ourselves. And we like try to schedule our days off to line up. Like a lot of us are off on Wednesdays or Fridays, and like, we just make the time. Every weekend we're doing something fun. I don't really say no to things if I can help it. Fishing is like my favorite thing in the world. So when I have time, I go fishing. Like, I think it's not to like oversimplify, but just do the things you like to do when you can. Because if you just come home from work and like put on True Blood and like mope on the couch and think about your sick pancreatitis dog, like you're not going to have effectively changed anything, but you're just miserable. But I can fish and still be a little bit thinking about my pancreatitis dog, but like, crack that beer. Right. My friends are all there. It's amazing how quickly that stuff, I can actually let it go for a moment. So like a good community and being in a place that affords you the opportunity to do what you love, I think what else can you do? You can't control the fact that your clients are being jerks or that your favorite patient is dying no matter what you do. Right. Like, I can't fix any of that. Or that my staff has made a mistake. I train, we work on it, but stuff happens where I made a mistake. Like, it's awful. It's going to keep being awful. And I think even if we're being paid appropriately and we've like got more respect, like that stuff's still going to happen. Yeah. So I can't effectively change that. So you either need to get a different job or do something where you can change it, you know? And that's what I do with my life outside of it. And I know that oversimplifies, and that doesn't go into things like if you do have mental health issues, like having a like professional to talk to and all that stuff's still important. So I'm not trying to discredit that stuff, but I do think that we have to take control of the parts of our lives we have the opportunity to control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.